Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I'm Kim. This will be a slow flow Vinyasa practice with the focus on the feet and the hamstrings. And you may want a couple of yoga blocks for the practice, maybe also a strap if you have one. Gather your things and come and join me on the mat. Find your way into a comfortable seat or whatever shape you would like to take to begin your practice today. Just be here for a minute or two before we start to move. So get comfortable. If it feels okay for you, close your eyes. And just take a moment to arrive. Putting down any baggage, burdens, any weight that's bogging you down, just take it off, put it to the side for now, let it go. You do not need to figure anything out or control anything or achieve anything. These next few moments are just for you. Time for you to spend with yourself. Body, mind, breath, and spirit. Check in to notice how you feel. What are you thinking, feeling, sensing in your body? Just establishing a baseline, but letting go of any judgment. Just being curious and becoming aware of what is happening for you today. As always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with yourself as you move through this practice today. And if you choose to carry this intention off of the mat and out into the world with you. Bring one hand to heart, one hand to the belly. Take a few nice, deep, smooth, and steady breaths. Filling up the whole torso with the inhalation. And releasing the breath out with the exhalation. Feeling that steady ebb and flow of your breath. And then bring yourself back. You can flutter the eyes open. Release your hands down. And if you're not in a seated position, bring yourself into a comfortable seat. Let's extend the legs out in front of us. We'll come into Dandasana staff pose. So again, you could sit up on something here if you like. And you could have a big or little bend in the knees here. See what's happening with the low back. If you feel like the pelvis is rolling back here, then sit up on something, give yourself a little bit of a lift, or bend the knees so that you can bring your pelvis into a neutral alignment to start. Take the fingers underneath the shoulders, press down into the finger pads. Sit up nice and tall, reach the crown of the head up. And maybe you can begin to press the backs of the legs down towards the mat. But again, if you need it, keep that big or little bend in the knees. And then just move through a few pulses, gently pressing legs down towards the mat and then softening the knees, allowing the knees to pop back up. Pressing legs down, softening the knees. Just a couple more times. And then we'll bend the right knee, bring that foot into your lap or just place it on the floor in front of you. Little self-massage here. Take your thumbs to the center of your heel. Massage the bottom of your foot from the heel all the way up. Center of the foot. Take the fingers down to the heel again, massaging the outer edges of the foot from the heel all the way up the outer edges of the foot towards the toes. So opening up through the bottom of the foot. Just a few more moments here with this little self-massage. If you find any sticky spots, feel free to linger there. And the feet are a part of our back body line, so opening up the feet can help to open up the backs of the legs, the back. And then we'll drop the right foot down to the floor. And then take your fingers to the back of that right leg. Gentle massage along the Achilles tendon from the heel working up. And then massage the center of your calf muscles here. Working up towards the knee. And again, if you find any sticky spots, feel free to hang out there. Give yourself some love. Then we'll take the fingers to the back of the upper leg, now right inside the tendons that are on the outer leg, crossing the knee, the hamstring tendons. And then work the fingers up, center of the leg, up towards the sitting bones. And then we'll switch it over to the other side. So you can extend that right leg out, bend that left knee, draw that foot into your lap, or you take that foot out to the mat or the floor in front of you, massaging thumbs, center of the heel, all the way up center of the foot. And then taking the thumbs down to the outer edges of the heel and working your way up, outer edges of the foot, up towards the toes. Enjoy. All right, now let's plant that left foot down to the mat. Take the thumbs to the back of that left Achilles tendon, working your way up from the heel, but being super gentle on that Achilles tendon, and then finding the meat of the calf muscles, massaging the thumbs into the center, all the way up towards back of the knee. And then we'll take the fingers inside the tendons at the top of the knee here and work your fingers up the inner leg. And then a few times. Then let that go. Now let's take the hands to the back of the head. Feel the back of the head, that rounded part of your skull. Now right below that rounded part of the skull, begin to gently, super gently, just massage your thumbs there. Finding a little release for some of these tiny muscles at the back of the skull. And then release the hands down. Now let's take your legs out wide. Upavishta Konasana. We'll take fingers behind, underneath the shoulders, press down into the fingers, down into the heels. Again, you could have a big or little bend in the knees here. Sit up nice and tall. And then we'll turn to face the left leg. You can stay right here or begin to walk the hands down, framing that left leg. Reach your heart towards your toes, and then lift yourself back up. And then again, fold yourself over that left leg. And then slowly lift yourself back up. And then a couple more times, gently folding over the leg, lifting it back up, finding a sort of watery movement here. Gently waving yourself up and over the left leg. And then we'll bring it back up, bring it to center, and then spin to face that right leg. And either you just keep the hands where they are, fingers pressing down into the mat. You could take the left hand in front of you, right hand underneath the shoulder. And then we'll begin to fold over that right leg to your degree. No need to force anything to happen. And then glide yourself back up and fold it over that right leg again. A few more times, gently pulsing, floating, finding again this watery movement. And then bring yourself to center. We'll extend the legs out. Now let's reach the arms up along the ears. Soften the knees, fold yourself forward, hinging from the hips. So you're not taking this in the low back, but finding that movement through the hip joints. And then you lift yourself up, can slide the hands back towards the hips. Reach arms up again. Soften the knees and fold yourself forward. And then a couple more times as you reach it up. Soften the knees, fold it forward. Take it forward one more time. And then bring yourself over into a table position. Grab your 2 blocks. Take hands on your blocks, tuck the toes under, and then walk yourself into a forward fold. Hands on the blocks. Let's roll up onto the balls of the feet, and then slowly, 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 for the count of 10, begin to lower the heels down towards the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Do it again. Roll up onto balls of the feet. Slowly lower heels to the mat for that count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Roll it up. Balls of the feet. Heels lift. And then slowly descend heels to the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, either roll up onto the balls of the feet or step up onto your blocks with the heels hanging off of the edge. You may want to come to a wall for this if you want to put your hands on the wall for a little support. And again, we'll roll up onto balls of the feet and then slowly lower the heels down for a count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll do this one 2 more times. So again, you're either on the floor or up on your blocks, arms reaching forward or touching a wall or something, if you like. We'll roll it up, balls of the feet. Lower it for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it one more time. Roll it up and lower it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then step off your blocks. Keep them handy. We'll use them in a little bit. Let's reach the arms up. Soften your knees. Fold yourself in. Forward fold. Fingers to the mat or grab your elbows. Shake, nod your head. Look right, look left. You could take the hands around to the back of the legs. Few deep breaths here. And then soften the knees. Bring yourself all the way back up. Palms together overhead. Hands down to the heart. So reach the arms up. Fold in. Halfway lift to your flat back, and then plant your hands down to the mat. Let's step back to plank. Press down into the fingers, lift up through the belly, long out through the heels, reaching out through crown of your head. Lower your knees down to the mat, lower yourself down, pubic bone, belly, torso, all the way down. Hug elbows in, lift your heart. Baby cobra, release yourself down, tuck your toes. Send yourself up, downward dog. Crouch yourself down, tiger dog. Now send that right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, bring yourself forward, core plank. Step right foot through to that right thumb. Let's take the right hand inside that right foot. Staying up on ball of that left foot, we'll begin to rock ourselves back and forth, bending right knee, bringing it forward, and then straightening that right leg. We're making it a little bit straighter, pulling the hips back. And a few times as you rock it back and forth here. And then take the right hand back outside. That right foot will drop that left knee down to the mat. And keep the back toes untucked or keep them tucked or untuck them. Reach arms up. Now you may want your blocks here. Take hands down to the blocks or the mat. Tuck left toes under behind you and begin to glide yourself back. Rolling up onto that right heel. Pull those right toes back towards you. And then we'll walk it forward back into our low lunge. And then hands come down to the mat, tuck back toes under. We'll take it back again, half Hanuman. Bring it forward, untuck the back toes, find your low lunge. And then hands come back down last time. Tuck the back toes under, glide yourself back. Hands on the blocks or on the mat. Now lift your heart up. And then fold yourself in over that right leg. Lift the heart up. Fold it in. Lift the heart up. Fold in. Walk yourself forward. Now we'll plant the hands. Step yourself back to plank. Drop knees. Lower down. Baby cobra. Release it down, tuck the toes, send it back into your downward dog. Bend your knees, crouch down. Let's send that left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that knee, bring it forward into your chest as you shift forward to your core plank. Step that left foot through. Staying up on ball of the right foot, take the left hand inside of that left foot. We rock it back and forth here. Pulling that left hip back, straightening that left leg or making it a little bit straighter. Always welcome to have a bigger little bend in the knee. And then bend that left knee, we'll take it forward. Pull the hips back. A few more times. And then we'll bend the left knee, take the left hand back outside of that left foot, drop that right knee down to the mat, lift it up, low lunge. Hands come down to the mat or to your blocks, tuck your back toes under, glide your hips back, roll up onto that left heel, toes pull back towards you. Walk it forward, back into your low lunge. And then hands to the mat, tuck back toes. Glide the hips back. Let's bring it forward again, back into your low lunge, arms reach. And then hands come back to the mat, tuck back toes under, glide your hips back. Press down into finger pads, lift up your heart, fold in over that left leg. Lift up the heart, fold it in, lift up. And then fold in over that left leg and then walk yourself forward again. Plant hands, step yourself back into plank. Lower yourself down. Let's take it into baby cobra or your full cobra. Lower it back down, tuck the toes. Send yourself back, downward dog. Step or hop yourself up to the top of your mat. Come halfway up, flat back, fingers press into shins or thighs or the mat. Lengthen out through the spine, soften the knees, fold it in. Press into your feet, rise up, palms together overhead. Hands come back down to your heart. Reach the arms up, fold yourself in. Halfway, lift flat back. Plant hands to the mat, step yourself back to plank. And now either drop knees, come up through your baby cobra or your cobra, or let's move it into chaturanga, low push-up. Roll forward on your toes. Bend your elbows, lower yourself about halfway down. Keep the shoulders above the elbows. Hug the elbows in. Come on to tops of the feet, thighs lifted. Draw the heart forward through the arms for your upward dog. And we'll all meet back in our downward dog. Pedal out your legs. Crouch yourself down, send that left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that knee, bring it forward into your core plank. Step that left foot through. Stay up on the ball of that right foot. Right knee bent also. Hug the knees in, begin to peel yourself up. High lunge this time. Maybe you straighten that back leg, reach arms up. Take the weight forward into that left foot. Slide that right foot in. Draw the knee up towards the chest and extend that right leg out in front of you. Draw that right knee into the chest. Step that foot back to the mat. Come back up through your high lunge. Hands down to the mat. Step it back into your plank. And now you find your vinyasa, your flow. Whatever variation works for you right now. We'll meet back in our downward dog. Crouch down, send right leg up. Bend the right knee, take it forward, core plank, step right foot through. Stay up on ball of that left foot. Bend the knees, press into your feet, lift up. Maybe straighten back leg. Reach the arms up. High lunge. Right hip hugs back, left hip hugs forward. And now take weight into that right foot. Slide that left foot in, draw that knee up towards the chest. Extend that left leg out in front of you. Pull the toes back. Bend the left knee. Slowly step that foot back to the mat where it came from. Bend that left knee as you come back up through your high lunge. And then maybe straighten the back leg, reach the arms up. Hands to the mat, step it back to plank. And move through your flow. Step or hop up top of the mat. Fold it in. Halfway lift, flat back. Fold yourself in, press into your feet, rise up, palms together overhead. Hands come back down to your heart. Now grab your blocks, have them handy right at the sides of your mat. We'll use them in a moment. So let's reach arms up, fold in. Halfway lift to that flat back. Plant your hands, step back to plank, find your flow. Meeting in our downward dog. Crouch yourself down, send the right leg up. Three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, shift it forward to your core plank. Step your right foot through. Grab your blocks Hands on the blocks. We'll take the weight forward into that right leg and begin to send that left leg up and back behind you, coming into a standing split. You could take the hands in front of you to the mat if you like here. Draw your nose down towards that right knee. Send that left leg up behind you. Left hip squaring down towards the mat. Now, hands to your blocks. You can put the blocks on whatever height you like. And we'll begin to bend the left knee. Draw it in towards the chest. Slowly hug that knee in towards the chest. Pull that foot through and extend that left leg out in front of you. Adjusting the blocks underneath the hands as you need to, finding our pistol squat with the support of our blocks. And then begin to bend that left knee, pull it back in, come back up through your standing split. And then we'll slowly step that left foot back to the mat. Right foot steps back. We'll bring it back through our plank and through our flow. Your Vinyasa. We'll meet back in our downward dog. Crouch down. Left leg up. Step that left foot through. And then weight into that left foot. Begin to fold yourself forward, standing that right leg up and back behind you. Nose towards that left knee. And then slowly begin to bend that right knee. Draw it in towards your chest. Hands come back to your blocks. You move the blocks as you need to. Hug that right knee in. And then shoot that right leg out in front of you. Lifting up through the heel, pulling the right toes back towards you. And then we bend that right knee. Draw it back in towards your chest. Curl yourself in. And then extend that right leg up and back. Standing splits. Right foot steps back to the mat. Left foot steps back to plank. Find your flow. Step or hop up top of your mat. Fold in. Halfway lift, flat back. Fold yourself in, press into your feet, rise up, palms together overhead. Hands back to your heart. Reach up. Fold in. Halfway lift. Plant the hands and step yourself back to plank. Move through your Vinyasa. Crouch down. Left leg up. Bend the left knee, take it forward, core plank. Step the left foot through. We'll take it into our standing splits again. Weight into that left foot. Fingers to your blocks or to the mat. Begin to tip yourself forward. Send the right leg up and back. Right toes pointing down. Right hip squaring towards the mat. And then hands to your blocks. Bend that right knee, draw in towards your chest. Curl yourself in. Shoot the right foot through. Smile. You're doing it. Draw that right knee back into your chest. And then we'll send that right leg up and back, finding our way back into our standing splits. Right foot back to the mat. Left foot steps back. Find your plank. And then your flow. Crouch down, tiger dog. Right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that knee, bring it forward. Step the right foot through. Take the weight into that right foot. Begin to lift that left leg up behind you. Standing splits, nose towards the right knee. And then left knee bends. Draw that knee in towards your chest. Hands come back to your blocks. Extend that left leg out in front of you, lifting up through the heel. Toes pulling back. And then press into that right foot, hug that left knee in. Extend that leg back up, standing splits. Left foot back to the mat. Right foot steps back. Your plank and your flow. From your down dog, pedal it out, rock it, shift it, shake it, whatever you want, or just be still. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Forward fold at the back of your mat. Soften the knees, lift yourself all the way up. Grab your blocks again. One more time. We'll come to step up on the blocks. Or again, if you don't feel like blocks, you want to just be on the floor, roll up onto the balls of the feet, that's okay too. So stepping on blocks or not. Hands on the wall for support if you like. And then we'll roll it up, balls of the feet. Count of 10, lower the heels down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So roll it up again. Lowering for 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then one more time, roll it up. Lowering for 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly step off of your blocks. Come down onto your back. Extend legs up, arms up. Give yourself a little shake. Roll wrists around, ankles around. And then find your way into Shavasana. Extend the legs. Arms out to the sides. Rock the head a few times. And bring your head to center. Let go of all effort. And just take a few moments here to integrate the effects of your practice. Check in to notice, how do you feel now? Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, connect in. Take a deep breath in through the nose and then sigh it out of your mouth. Come back to our intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, compassionate with ourselves. Release your hands and slowly find your way over to one side. And then slowly press yourself up. Bring your palms together at your heart. May you feel safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease. May your heart be open to love, compassion, and may you know joy. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today with love and gratitude. Namaste.